Hello everybody, getting ready to do lesson 6.3 of 6th grade math, part 1. Part 2 and part 3 are available here at this email, as well as all the other course materials here for 6th grade math, homeschoolers, and online students. Contact me here for full course information. Today's lesson is part 1, proportionality, ratios, and rates, 6.3. And we have a 34-point skill sheet today for this. And we have 2 points here worth of note-taking. Students, teachers, here is today's bell work. So graph each one of these ordered pairs here, students. Give your students about 3 or 4 minutes, teachers. Okay, welcome back for our solutions for today's bell work for plotting these points here. Here's B here for number 1. It should be right here, students. 9, 6. When x equals 9, y equals 6. That'll be right here. And then for number 2, it'll be when x equals 0. Y equals 2 will be right here. X equals 0. It's on the y-axis. It should be right. Okay, into our lesson today. How can you use ratios and rates to make comparisons and predictions? And our explore activity will be using tables to compare ratios. Right into our lesson here. Anna's recipe for lemonade calls for 2 cups of lemonade concentrate and 3 cups of water. Bailey's calls for 3 cups of lemonade and 5 cups of water. In Anna's recipe, the ratio of concentrate to water is blank. So Anna's up here. The ratio of concentrate to water is 2 to 3. And then for use equivalent ratios to complete the table now. So we have 2 to 3, and then what would 4 to what be? 4 to blank, blank to 9, and then blank to 15. How would we fill in these blanks here? So 2 times 2 here. 4 is twice 2, so 3 would be twice what? And then same thing here. We're going to multiply this by 2 again. And multiply 2 again. So to fill in our blanks would be 3 times 2, 3 times 2. Then this would be 3 times 3. And then this would be 3 times 5. So what would our blanks be? This would be 6. And then 2 times 3 would be 6 over 9. And then this would be 10 over 15 for our final concentrate. In Bailey's recipe, the ratio of concentrate to water is 3 to 5. Check your classwork sheet for that. Use equivalent ratios to complete the table. Here's our table now for Bailey. 3 to 5, 9 to what, 12 to what, and then blank to 25. How will we fill those in? Be 3 times 3 here would be 9. And then this would be 3 times 4. So guess what this would be? 3 times 5. So that'd be 15 to 25. Then 5 times 3 would be 15. And then 5 times 4 would be 20. So these would be equivalent ratios here. By adding more water, you could keep your concentrate by adding the correct amount of concentrate to keep your same ratio going. Then 5 times what? 5 times 5 would be 25. Okay, find 2 columns, one in each table, in which the amount of water is the same. Circle these columns in Anna's recipe. So 4 to 6, 6 to 9, and then 10 to 15. In Bailey's, again, 9 to 15, 12 to 20, and then 15 to 25. So this would be 10 to 15 here, and then this would be 9 to 15. So these would be the same amounts of water here. Find 2 columns when which the amount of water is the same. So it'll be 9 to 15 here, and then 10 to 15 here. It looks like Anna's is a little bit stronger here for concentrate. So whose recipe makes stronger lemonade? How do you know? In that case, you can go back and fill in that, students. Then we have our explore activity here continued. Suppose each person pours herself 1 cup of lemonade she made. How much concentrate is in each person's cup? How do you know? So how would we know? So if we have Bailey and Anna, so how would they know whose is whose? Comparing ratio. So a fruit and nut bar recipe calls for 4 cups of chopped nuts and 6 cups of dried fruit. When Tanya made a batch of these bars, she used 6 cups of chopped nuts and 9 cups of dried fruit. Did Tanya use correct ratio of nuts to fruit? So find the ratio of nuts to fruit in the recipe. So it calls for 4 cups of nuts and 6 cups of dried. So we have 4 to 6. So 4 cups of nuts, 6 cups of fruit. Step 2, find the ratio of nuts that Tanya used. What did Tanya do? She used 6 cups of nuts to 9 cups of fruit. So what is that ratio? It would be 9, or rather 6 to 9. So is 6 to 9 the same thing as 4 to 6 is the question. And for part, that would be in part 2. And that was part 1 of lesson 6.3. Part 2, part 3 is available here. And as long as all the other materials here for 6th grade math. Thank you.